Hey YouTube, I don't have a new knife to review today, but I thought I'd do kind of a rambling video. So if you're anything like me and you like collecting knives and it's your hobby and you want to talk about knives, but none of my friends really like knives or really know much about them to talk about them a bunch, so um, I just feel like I don't have anybody to talk to about knives, so maybe these videos I could just ramble on and then maybe start a conversation in the comments. So if you kind of like this format, you want to see more of them, I might do more. So comment, maybe start a conversation. Tell me if you think my opinions are wrong, whether you agree, whether you don't. Anyway, I'll start the video now, but start off with just something I've been doing lately. So I've been making brass tops. This is a 1.5 inch spinner, 0.375 inch thick. And this is just something I've been doing in my spare time. So I might make a video on these sometime. This one goes for about 15 minutes. And here's another, a little smaller with a stem. This one probably spins for about 7 to 8 minutes. And I'm just getting into working with steel. So those two are brass and this one's 303 stainless. So I kind of messed this one up a couple times. It's a little harder to work with steel, but this is just the first one, so I'm expecting to improve. So yeah, if you want to see a video on those, watch for that. I might make one in the future. But what the video really is for, what I really want to talk about, is Kershaw knives. So I like Kershaw. I like a lot of designs they make. I don't own any Kershaws, but I do own two zero tolerances, which are from the same parent company, Kai USA Limited. But if you go to Kershaw's website and you just look at the new knives section, and you scroll down, all of these say new on the left of it. And last one right there. So if you noticed, like I did, that's a lot of new knives for 2016. It is a big company and everything, but if you go through and count it, there's 27 new designs that are coming out this year. And some people might say, "Oh, that's really good. That's awesome." It seems like they're really working hard to get designs out, but to me, it kind of just feels like they're rushing designs. Like this design, I don't know who came up with it or whatever. Oh, sorry, I can't twist it sideways. But I just can't stand that design. Many other designs, don't know about that one. The Emerson looks pretty cool. But most of these, they're all kind of just boring, and it feels like they were rushed. Almost all of these designs, at least almost every flipper, is a speed safe assisted flipper, which really annoys me. I know it annoys a lot of other people. A lot of them have the fake looking G10, so it's not really G10, it's just plastic that's molded to look like G10, which is really annoying. I'd understand if it was a couple of knives, but like almost every knife having it, other than these ones that have steel handles. But they all have like the same looking finish on the blades. They're either black or they're stone washed, and they're almost all of them are 8CR13 unless you look at some really cheap ones, like maybe that $29.99 one might be less quality steel. There are two designs out of the 27 that I really like though, and that's the barge, which you can see it has a almost like a full really big pry bar on the back of it, which I think is really innovative and really cool, and the induction, which has the hawk lock on it, which I think is a really cool locking system. It's a flipper. It's not a speed safe flipper, I think. Let me check that. Yeah, manual flipper, reversible pocket clip. So that's really cool. I just don't understand why they would come out with 27 new designs when I feel like they could have easily just done what Zero Tolerance does. How I think they have 7 new models this year, and 2 of them are just variations on the smaller version of the Sinkovich design, and a different one that's just blackwashed this year. So I feel like they kind of worked more on the new designs, perfecting them, making them really cool, and I think those are really sought after designs, and I think they'll sell really well for a long time when knives like this, like that little cathode, or the fatback, or the Showtime, or the grid, they kind of just, they look like they'll get forgotten and not be really remembered, like the Kershaw Skyline or the Blur, which are really popular knives and really old designs. They've been around for a while. The Kershaw Cryo. It just confuses me why they'd come out with 27 of them when, and almost every single one of them, other than the automatics and a couple of them which are manual flippers or thumb stud openers, they all have speed safe assisted flippers on them, which doesn't make sense. And I don't know if it's like a they don't think they can make a good flipper if it's not speed safe assisted, or if that's what people want. I know I don't like it. I know some other people don't like it. I don't know whether it's a everybody hates it thing, like how much I hate it, but there are plenty of knives, and then I go mess that one up, that are cheap. I think this one was $24 when I bought it. That non-assisted, flip open perfectly fine, and this one's only $24, so a knife that's around $50, some of them are $40, some are $44.99, $54.99, $49.99. They could easily make good flippers, manual. The blade on this CRKT Shenanigan probably looks a little different because it's stone washed. Comes speed blasted. But I just don't understand why they wouldn't put more effort into better designs rather than more, because I think the quality of the knife and the design would be a lot better than just the quantity of pumping out a bunch of different designs. Some of them just, a lot of them just look plain to me. Some of them just kind of look stupid. Like this little, what's it called, the Spoke, $27.99. Blade length of just 2 inches. I just feel like it's kind of a useless design, and there's no real reason to make it when they could easily just make a bigger knife, make a manual flipper, something that feels good, something that'll get people to buy it for multiple years rather than just coming this year then going away the next year. I know Spyderco releases a lot of knives every year. They're a really big company, but they're all really different in design. Some of them are flippers, some of them are carbon fiber handled, some of them steel handles. They just have so many different variations, different options and everything, and just confuses me why they would do that. And Riot knives, they're another example of what I like, really. So they've only been around a couple years. A lot of people know that. They're not very or they're pretty new to the knife world. But if you check out like David Deng, I think is his name, if you check out his Instagram, it's every couple months maybe he'll release pictures of a new design. They are a lot smaller of a company, and they are selling them for a lot more, so it does make a difference compared to $27, $40 knives and like 2 or 3 new $400 designs. But still, they just seem like they take their time. They work on them more, perfect them. So if you have any more thoughts on that, be sure to leave a comment below what you think about Kershaw and whether you think it's good or bad that they released 27 designs at once. I don't know how many they released last year. Maybe they do this every year and I just don't never really recognized it before. Or maybe this year they just released a lot more than normal. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Remember to comment whether you think I should do more of these rambling videos. If you have a suggestion on what you want me to ramble about, if you do like it, leave that in the comments also. And again, thanks for watching.